Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Highruler, and today's video is going over the December 10th update for Marvel Rivals. Now, they're starting off their patch notes by saying, "Greetings Rivals, we're here to give you the scoop on December 10th's updates." Now, greetings Rivals, not like Rivalers or something? No, I'm just kidding. Let's get into it, guys. We noticed that some spots on the edge of the new map would cause characters to become stuck. We've had a look at the entire map and have done our best to fix this bug. However, further adjustments may still be needed to fully resolve the issue, so we ask for your understanding while we continue looking into it and working on a way to prevent this from happening again. Without further ado, here are the details. So, on all platforms general, when playing highlights and recordings, crosshair deviation would be significant and there was a possibility for lag. This issue has been resolved. Changing where highlights were saved would cause the game to crash. This issue has been resolved. Players joining a quick match as a replacement may not be able to see heroes equipped costumes. This issue has been resolved, and oh my goodness, you have to see the costumes. Mission progress on the season event screen would not display correctly. This issue has been resolved. Fix some textual errors. More fixes will be coming in a future update. Now, when they say textual errors, is that related to kind of the weird kind of spelling and spaces after periods or before periods, where you can kind of tell another character's name was supposed to be? If so, good that they fixed it, but I think kind of the cat's out of the bag on that one just a little bit. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do there. After a crash, the game had a chance to freeze for a long period of time before closing. This issue has been resolved, and now the game will close after crashing. And then they fixed some relatively common crash issues. Now, I know a couple of people that are having some issues over on PC, whether it's their game crashing during kind of team fights and really busy periods, or their game just won't load because of shaders. So, of course, if this is, happening to you guys, let me know in the comments below. But hopefully now that they fix some of the more relatively common issues for crashes, that this kind of stops being a thing and a lot of us can just play now with, basically uninterrupted. Now, let's talk about maps and game modes. So they say on certain maps, particularly Hell's Heaven and Symbiotic Surface, special collisions on the edges would cause the player's character to become stuck or clip through and enter strange areas. These issues have largely been resolved, but as this affects multiple maps and areas, this bug may be present elsewhere. We will work to continue fixing such issues and develop a solution to thoroughly prevent them. In the foggy areas of Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda, Hala Dajala, and Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda, Burin T'Challa, fog would disappear from Hela and Storm's perspectives when they activated their ultimates. This issue has been resolved. After Jeff the Landshark was revived while in the fog, his teammates and enemies would not be able to see the special effects of Joyful Splash. This issue has been resolved. In the Hydra base, Hell's Heaven Frozen Airfield, in competitive, if a player was KO'd while moving near a target area, it would cause the lightings to behave abnormally. This issue has been resolved. During matches, disconnecting and reconnecting could cause desynchronization of some doors. Example, a door looked to be closed, but the player could walk through. A door looked to be open, but the player couldn't walk through. This issue has been resolved. Hydra Base, Hell's Heaven, Eldritch Monument. When the target area is ascending or descending, if Adam Warlock uses ultimate, his teammates would potentially revive and be stuck beneath terrain if they were right on the target area platform. This issue has been resolved. When the target area is ascending or descending, if Thor or Loki were revived by Hela's team-up ability, they would potentially revive and be stuck beneath the terrain if they were right on the target area platform. This issue has been resolved. When the target area is ascending or descending, if Jeff the Landshark uses ultimate to devour characters, they would potentially become stuck beneath the terrain if they are right on the target area platform. This issue has been resolved. It seems like this target area is quite an issue, or at least it was anyways. Basically, same thing. If Winter Soldier hit an enemy with his ultimate and they landed right on the target area platform, damage may be lost. This issue has been resolved. Yeah, that area was quite troublesome, it seemed like. When switching between rounds and competitive, if the destination was not the last stage of a map, it would cause the vehicle's effective range to not display when it approached the destination, impacting determination of the effective occupation range. This issue has been resolved. Okay, can someone explain to me what that all says? I'm going to be completely honest with you. That sentence, I read it, it did not register in my brain. Chat, if you guys could let me know exactly what this says and kind of convey it in terms that I'll understand, would absolutely love that. Next is, upon reaching the third round in competitive convoy or convergence, heroes had a chance to carry over their ultimate energy from the second round. This issue has been resolved, and heroes will no longer inherit their ultimate energy. Yeah, well, okay. All right, sure. I mean, okay. Heroes. When Wolverine had his Deadpool and Wolverine costume equipped, no ability voice lines other than the Undying Animal abilities line would play. This issue has been resolved. After Star-Lord's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 MVP animation played, sound effects would not be played in the results screen. This issue has been resolved. When Iron Fist used pings, the corresponding voice lines would not be triggered. This issue has been resolved. The description for ADS sensitivity in Black Widow's settings was incorrect. This issue has been resolved. In certain situations, Black Widow's ultimate would not recover energy as intended. This issue has been resolved. In certain extreme situations, Captain America's ultimate wouldn't end as intended. This issue has been resolved. I have seen some people talk about Captain America's stuff as being kind of bugged, so be interesting to see now with the ultimate kind of being fixed if a lot of the issues with Captain America go away. Going to be really interested in testing that out and kind of reporting back on that one. When Doctor Strange's portals triggered terrain KOs, they would mistakenly restore Doctor Strange's ultimate energy. For now, we have disabled the portal's terrain KO attribution to temporarily fix this issue. Example, terrain KOs will not count towards Doctor Strange's own KOs. Rest assured, this bug will be resolved in a future update, at which time we will restore the portal's KO attribution. Now, this is because there was a video going around that showed that you're able to kind of do this with your own team, and this is in direct kind of response to that video. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I will link that down in the description below so you guys can kind of see why they did this. Of course, this is kind of not the ideal fix. This is definitely a stopgap fix, but for people who do play Doctor Strange, this is going to be quite annoying for, you know, the foreseeable future until we get our next update. On PC, they say using the FSR3 frame generation technology to modify the resolution could cause memory leaks, resulting in blurry models. This issue has been resolved. On console, after equipping the PlayStation's bundle's Scarlet Spider costume, restarting the game could cause the costume to not display as correctly equipped. This issue has been resolved. Now, of course, when we look at this patch, guys, this patch was basically just kind of fixing some issues, no balance changes, no nothing like that. And I know there's a lot of people looking towards this game and looking towards certain characters, the more troublesome ones, and being like, okay, like, what are you going to do with them? If you guys look on any of their Twitter replies right now, a lot of people are basically saying, nerf Iron Fist, adjust this character, adjust that character. Now, of course, I don't think they would have done anything like that so early. I think they need to collect some more data, collect some more input, kind of, you know, review all the information that they have. And I think then we'll kind of get an idea of what they're going to be doing with balance changes. When it comes to the patch itself, definitely seems like they fixed quite a few troublesome issues, you know, especially on certain maps where it seemed like there were some things that were happening. When it comes to the heroes, it looks like there were some hero things that they had to be fixed. So it does seem like overall a good patch, and we'll have to wait and see how the next one kind of plays out here. But regardless of that, guys, if you guys want more coverage of Marvel Rivals, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a nice little comment. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time here. Enjoy the rest of your day and night. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves. Later, guys.